Hello and welcome students back again for another lesson for English, and today we are going to tackle a bit of grammar. The grammar that we are going to do today is not particularly hard. It basically combines certain things that we've already done in grammar in the past with something new. So I'm going to teach you a few new things, very little, and then also just reiterate on the knowledge that we already have about connecting words or conjunctions, right? So I'm going to open up a presentation for our grammar. Just make that a bit bigger. So grammar for today, on Tuesday, the 21st of April, 2020, we are combining sentences. So how we combine sentences? We remove a full stop, we add a conjunction in the middle, and Bob's your uncle. So, but let's get into the nitty-gritty of this. So there are specific rules with any grammar, as you already know. So with this, we can use specific conjunctions, we can use prepositional phrases, we can use various other things, but I'm going to take you through this step by step. So the first part, or the first way you can combine sentences, so we say when you combine sentences, you join two sentences that are about the same topic. You make them into one sentence. You can join two simple sentences and make a compound sentence, add a comma and a conjunction such as and, but, or. I put an example in red on this page. So it says, Jen drew a tree. There's a period over here. Then it says, I drew a bird. There's a period. These are two separate sentences, right? We've got subjects in each sentence. We've got a verb or predicate in each sentence as well. So Jen drew a tree. I drew a bird. Those are two sentences. So now what we are going to do is we are going to make a compound sentence, meaning we are joining two sentences together, and we are going to achieve that by using one of these conjunctions. Let me just get out my little pointer so you can see where I am at. There we go. So the first conjunction is and, the second one is but, and the last one is or. We did conjunctions in the first semester. We did it a few weeks ago as well. So this should not be unfamiliar to you. And remember, the rules with any conjunction is you place a comma before the conjunction and then you place the conjunction. So let's have a look at the example. Again, the sentence is Jen drew a tree. I drew a bird. We are combining the two sentences. So we say Jen drew a tree and I drew a bird. Notice we replaced the original full stop or the period with a comma over here. We put the word and we added the second sentence. So now we have one big sentence, which is known as a compound sentence, which we've already tackled before. So we are making compound sentences, longer sentences using our conjunctions. And the important thing to remember, boys, is that we use and, but, and or for different things. And is when we're adding additional information or giving more information. But is when we are giving contrasting information. And then or is when we are giving different information or two different options that we can choose from. Let's go to the next one and see what we have. The second time you can combine sentences is you can combine two sentences that have the same subject. So remember what a subject is, the person or the object that is being spoken about in the sentence. In this case, my example is again Jen. So Jen got blue paint, full stop. My second sentence, Jen painted the sky. So I've got exactly the same subject, so I can combine them, right? So here we've got our combination of our compound sentence. Jen got blue paint and painted the sky. So here we put our conjunction in place, which is the word and then painted the sky. So we're speaking about Jen in both sentences, so why not make it one sentence and speak about the paint altogether? Because we're speaking about the same topic, and yes, we are speaking about the same subject. So that is basically how we combine sentences using a conjunction. The conjunctions are and, but, and or, right? Those three conjunctions. And the first part was basically joining two sentences because they have the same topic. And then the second one is basically joining two sentences because we're speaking about the same subject. So if you head on over to your readers and writers notebook, let me just move this out of the way. Your readers and writers notebook, which is on page 411, you'll notice this, which is basically what I explained now, combining sentences. So the first part, you can combine two sentences because they are about the same topic. The second part, you can combine two sentences because they have the same subject, like we did with Jen. There are various other ways that we can also combine sentences, which I will not get into much because it's not something that you are going to be doing now up until grade 4 only. So you'll tackle this in grade 4. I'm just going to touch briefly on this. So you can also combine two sentences that have the same predicate. So the predicate is basically your verb, which is the action in your sentence. So Jen painted, I painted, Jen and I painted. So basically, we've got the same verb or the same action in both sentences, so we can combine those two. You can also combine two sentences by using an appositive. We made a mural. A mural is a wall painting. So basically what an appositive is, we haven't done appositives, but basically what appositives are is speaking about something. So giving a definition or meaning of a specific word that you might not know. So we made a mural. A mural is a painting. What is a mural? A mural is a painting. So we made a mural, a wall painting. Basically putting a comma and then explaining what a mural is. Um, you can also combine two sentences by using adjectives or adverbs. That mural is big. Our mural is bigger. Our mural is bigger than that mural. This is something you'll only really tackle in grade 4. So we're not going to go into much detail on this because I don't want to confuse you guys. And then the last one says you can combine two sentences by using prepositional phrases. They saw the mural. It was on Main Street. They saw the mural on Main Street. Prepositional phrases with combining sentences are also something you will tackle in grade 4 in a bit more detail. So don't confuse yourself too much about the last 2 points because it is not really something that applies to you. This is placed here just purely for information purposes to tell you that there are many ways of combining sentences. What we are focused on is combining sentences with the same topic, same subject, same predicate using our conjunctions and, but, and the conjunction or. So on this page, we have a couple of questions which need to be answered. So let me just move that out of the way. Combine each pair of sentences into a compound sentence using a comma and the conjunction. So this gives you the conjunction on each of these sentences. So it says some murals show famous people. Our murals show ordinary people. So if we're going to use the conjunction, we're going to replace the full stop with a comma, and we are going to put a but in place there and take that capital O and make it a little or lowercase o, right? Number 2, I will show you the mural. You can find it yourself. I will show you the mural, comma, or lowercase y, you can find it yourself. Combine the sentences, use the underlined words only once in the new sentences. So we've got the same subject in both sentences. So it says Diego Rivera came from Mexico. Diego Rivera painted murals in America. So here we are going to combine them using one of our conjunctions, which is going to be and, because we are giving additional information. And we are not going to use Diego Rivera's name twice because we know we are already speaking about Diego Rivera in the first part of the sentence. So our sentence will read, Diego Rivera came from Mexico, comma, and painted murals in America. On the next page, I'm just going to show you the answers. Notice how they replace the full stop with a comma. They place the conjunction but, lowercase o instead of a capital O because we are not dealing with two separate sentences. We are dealing with a compound sentence. And then the rest of the sentence follows. I will show you the mural, comma, or lowercase y in the word you. Like I mentioned, not two sentences, one long sentence. And then the rest of the sentence follows. Sorry about that, boys. And then lastly, number 3, Diego Rivera came from Mexico. We take the full stop away. We can use and painted murals in America. Notice that we did not use Diego Rivera's name twice. We only used it once. And we use that conjunction. We wouldn't really use the conjunction or because we are not comparing two options, and we are not using the word conjunction but because we are not contrasting or making a difference between two different parts of a sentence or between two different things. We are giving additional information about our subject, which is Diego Rivera. So this was on page 411. Feel free to tackle this. And also there is a short 5-question combining sentences activity that I will place or that I have placed on Pearson for you to complete. So please go and tackle that. It is called week 14 grammar combining sentences. So please go and have a look at that. Completed, download it, complete it, and then upload it again so I can check it for marking. Thank you so much for tuning in once again, boys. I will see you in my next edition of English.